Hi, guys. Hallie Juzette here, and we're talking about Libra and Aries and inner conflict because we are about to head into this eclipse portal from October 14th with the solar eclipse to October 28th with the lunar eclipse. And we are going to have a lot of opportunities for spiritual growth, and a lot of crazy things are going to happen. That's just how eclipse portals are. The 2 weeks in between eclipses are just crazy for everyone, and that is just how they go. And nobody really gets to opt out of that in the whole world. You have lived through many eclipses in your lifetime, and they have been crazy for you. I guarantee it. Even if you didn't know about them, you weren't even aware that you were experiencing eclipses, you did, and they were crazy for you. So here we are, and this exact eclipse, this eclipse portal is inviting us to do a lot of things like establish better boundaries, stand up for ourselves. It's inviting us to resolve our inner conflict so that we can move forward with decisiveness. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. First off, I have some tapping scripts for us. You use them by tapping on your collarbone, and you say along with me, I am open to the divine perspective on my inner conflicts. I am open, we'll do that again. I am open to the divine perspective on my inner conflicts. I am open to healing some of my inner conflicts during this month. I am open to healing some of my inner conflicts during this month. It could be safe for me to heal my inner conflict. It could be safe for me to heal my inner conflict. What would it feel like if I lived without inner conflict? What would it feel like if I lived without inner conflict? Go ahead and put your hands on your heart. Breathe it in. What would it feel like if you lived without inner conflict? I'll tell you that most of us are absolutely addicted to inner conflict. We love it. Guys, we're into it. Human beings love inner conflict. Why? Because it holds us back. Why would we love things that hold us back? Well, because we are scared. We are scared of lots of things. And that is really the essence of inner conflict. Whenever we have inner conflict, typically the culprit is really fear when you get all the way down to the bottom of it. As I was thinking about this video, I was thinking of some examples of inner conflict. For example, the inner conflict of wanting to make more money. Maybe you don't like your job, and you like want a new and better job that makes more money, but you're afraid of quitting the job that you have, afraid that your new job would not be as good, afraid of what might happen if you tell your boss that you're leaving or ask your boss for more money. Like, that is an inner conflict. Another inner conflict might be like in parenting. We get to deal with inner conflicts all the time, which manifest in outer conflicts as we are managing the needs and desires of all of these people. And we also have needs and desires, but I hear this from moms all the time where they will say, well, I really want to do whatever, but I can't because I have kids, right? And that's a very common one. And but we all have plenty of inner conflicts of all sorts of things, of all sorts of kinds. We get people that are the thing that's coming into my mind is like the people that are considering divorce, but they like want a happy marriage, or they feel like they'll be betraying God if they do this. Like, we all have things going on in our lives from time to time that involve this element of inner conflict, where we want one thing, but we also want other things that kind of overlap and conflict, right? We tell ourselves we can't have both. And sometimes you truly cannot have both, as I've been looking at my own life right now. I joined a fancy pants choir earlier in this season, I guess, and I was really excited about it. I haven't sung with a real choir in a lot of years. And what I'm realizing is I don't have time for real choir. Like, I can make it work at great personal sacrifice to myself and my family. And maybe this is just not the season of my life where fancy pants choir is something that I should be doing right now. Like, I believe people can have it all, but you probably can't have it all at the same time, or the phrase that's coming into my mind, maybe you've heard it before. You can have anything, but you can't have everything, right? You can have anything, but you just can't have everything. You need to choose what you want. And sometimes we have to make these decisions based on priorities that we have to decide for ourselves. Like, what is the priority? What is the priority? And what is the priority for this exact time in our lives? And I think especially especially as women dealing with the needs of little children, I feel like that's a I don't know. A lot of women deal with that reality. I feel like the male experience is a little bit different, even when they have little children. I don't know. But anyway, today, so we're talking about this inner conflict. Today, I wanted to invite us all to close our eyes for just a minute and imagine that tube of light shining down on our heads, containing information on what inner conflicts we need to be aware of and work on resolving at this time. I'm so sorry. That is my child. And seeing that tube of light from our divine creator shining down with information on what inner conflicts we need to be aware of right now so that we can resolve them over the next 2 weeks. I'm going to warn you, the resolution process may not be fun. That's how conflicts go. Who has had a fun time resolving conflicts? Very few people, and that is true for inner work as well. I think we can all agree. Anybody, especially that's like in my Facebook group, in my system at allieduzetclasses.com, we work hard to heal our lives, and it is work, and it is not always fun, but it is worth it. So today we're just going to open up our hearts to some additional divine inspiration on what exactly is the conflict that we need to be aware of as we go into this eclipse season. What conflict comes up for you? You don't have to share it, but if you want to, I will love to hear about it. Okay, come and hang out on Facebook, Intuitive Healing with Allie Duzette. I've got to go take care of my assistant. See you guys.